So this is the Pathfinder deck. Um, it's basically ramp stacked on ramp, stacked on other ramp, to get out big things like the Great Old One, Diluvian Kraken, and the Seer One Hydra. Um, it basically does nothing for the first 2 turns, and then if it hits um, Frontier Settlers or Helpful Hob, it turns into something ridiculous. So there's 1 Mariner's Curse for defense. There's 3 Floods, because this card is really good. There's 2 Mix Aqua, 2 Mix Terra, because Threshold is hard to get sometimes. 1 7 League Boots, 2 Land Deeds for obvious reasons. And that's all for the artifacts. There's 3 Frontier Settlers, 1 Lady Issueit, because if you lose Frontier Settlers, Ob, or Fey Changeling, you can reuse them. 1 Polar Explorers, because if I can attack you from one side of the board, it's usually better. 3 Fey Changelings. This is typically used to return my own Frontier Settlers or Helpful Hobs to my hand. It's a good defensive card too, though. There are 2 Mega Amoebas, and that's what the Land Deed is for, because it was showed to me. You can basically attach Mega Amoeba to a Land Deed and 7 League Boots and take all of your opponent's lands. 1 Nelly Long Arms, because most of the deck is water or will be underwater at one point. There's 1 White Heart. And this is so we can keep our small minions safe from the bigger threats. There's 4 Helpful Hobs. This is specifically just to untap Pathfinder. There's a Ruler of Thul. Again, being able to attack from the bottom and top is pretty good because you can play it and attack for 16 from the bottom of the map. 2 Self-Same Simulacrums, which can become Great Old Ones. They can become Questing Beast. They can become Helpful Hobs and Fey Changelings if they need to. There's 1 Questing Beast. It's really good. It takes a step. It's movement. 1 Vivian the Enchantress, and this actually is really good as well because it can take on the Pathfinder abilities. 1 Seer One Hydra, because attacking for 6 and not taking damage in return is pretty good. Diluvian Kraken is an 8 power, 8 mana submerger, and it can tap to surface and strike each unit nearby. So anything in 9 spaces gets hit.
For 8.
Which is pretty good.
Pretty good.
And Great Old One is amazing. Basically, it floods the entire realm, and it gets to some of the magic spells that we'll get to. It has Submerge, and it's very good. 16 power for 8 mana. 3 Common Sense. This is to search out things like Helpful Hob. I think Fey Changeling is also
It's exceptional.
Yeah. Exceptional. It searches out Helpful Hob, and then you get 3 Mariner's Voyage or Rainbow Voyage. This is what the Great Old One's for, because basically, turn everything into a body of water, and then attack your avatar from nowhere. Because the whole thing becomes a single body of water. There are 2 Polymorphs. This turns things into frogs. I don't think I could have played this the way I did.
What is that?
This is target nearby minion.
Rip.
Hmm.
You frogged my
berries.
dudes, dude.
4 berries. This is another common for common sense. This is kind of a non-bow in the deck, but if I don't have the water resources, it's a good way to get rid of something. There's a Fawn of Life. Um, Basically, if it's in play, or if I have uh, full body of water, everybody heals like 25 life. Um, so it's a way to restart the game if we need to. And I've got 2 earthquakes. Again, this is same thing as Barry, but um, on the off chance that it works, it's really good. The sites are basically every water site you can get without duplicating any, and there's some in there that aren't water sites, like Free City, Crossroads, Dome of Osiris. Just the stuff that kind of helps you get to your um, your water sites. Basically, helps you protect yourself. Um, there's a hamlet to make your
Um,
um, Hobbs cost less. There's Humble Village, and that's just because it's an Earth site and can summon a foot soldier. Holy Ground gains you life. Iceberg can't submerge a surface, so not really doing anything, but is a water site. Impenetrable Cops keeps me from getting shot at. Island Leviathan's really good. It lets me play an 8/8 at some point in the game. And Kelp Cavern is bottom 3 spells, put 1 on top, so it's pretty good. Maelstrom is really good because I can drag everything towards it. Major City is elite minions. So you've got things like Self-Same Simulacrum. You've got Megamoeba.
Kraken.
Do it.
Kraken.
Yeah, Kraken is a rare. The Hydra's a rare. But yeah, it's pretty decent. Mirror Realm can copy any water site, or I think in the game we played, copied an Aqueduct, which is really good. Pebbled Paths makes things lose charge. You really don't want to die to your opponent charging you. Pond is beast, so there's really only one beast here, and it's Questing Beast, but it's a water site. Rift Valley is an earth site. It basically lets me move your land out of the way if I need to. The river, it's just the top spell or whatever, water site. Standing Stones is for Vivian the Enchantress. That's really the only reason it's in there. Stream is in there because it's a water site. River's in there because it's a water site. Tadpole Pool is a good water site. Undertow is good because it can move things away in your body of water. And then Wizard's Den is fine because it draws a spell and then discards something later.
Right.
This deck has potential to be really fast.
Yeah, it can be extremely fast. Yeah, like this is one people should probably play for for real, because Helpful Hob, there's 4 in the deck. You can common sense, and so you basically 7 chances to get a hold of it. And then I've seen you self sample, like just in the hands you were testing. It's not difficult to actually hit the pieces you would want to use to ramp.
Yeah. Mix Aqua is also a good help with that too,
Yeah.
because it helps you play the Great Old One on turn 5.
That you can get a Helpful Hob on turn
Turn 2.
2.
Yeah. And it's done it before.
Yeah. Actually, pretty strong. I would definitely give this one a shot. If you're into Pathfinder, I think this is quite a well put together deck. for Pathfinder. I don't know about the Earthquake and Berry. These might be swappable.
Yeah, I think after playing, I'll probably remove them.
Yeah, because Great
But
Old
I
One
have to,
nullifies them essentially.
yeah, I gotta find something to place them with. Probably submerge,
Yeah, that would be a bad idea.
and then probably use something like
Atlantean Fate.
yeah, for earthquake.
Yeah, I can see that. So I guess that wraps it up. I would the link will be in the description of the video if you want to play the deck. Uh, give it a shot, dude. Go fucking slaughter some people with water, bro. Finally, a water deck. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. All right, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.